Hello! Today I'm going to talk about a very powerful lesson that I was reading this morning in A Course in Miracles. Hello, my name is Marise Tourigny and welcome to my 40-day spring detox. Today is day 10 and so far I've been implementing all of the things that I've shared so far in terms of supporting my body and in releasing the toxins from my body. And I know that this is also a very spiritual time of the year. And although I'm not religious, I do practice A Course in Miracles. And I've been practicing this for 10 years that I've been reading the book and practicing the lessons. And I restarted at the beginning of this year, and I am on lesson 62. And what I'm getting out of A Course in Miracles is really, it's really about changing how we perceive the world. We've been trained to see the world in a certain way through our senses, our eyes, like as we do. But there's the book shares that there's another way. And the other way is really recognizing that we're actually sinless, that we're actually made by love, and that we are love. If we're made by love, then we can't be anything else than love, and we're sinless. There's no such things as good or bad. These are ideas that have been imposed on us, and you can probably tell that our world is changing. That duality is not black and white like it used to be. There's change happening, and it's not so linear and so intellectual. That now our world is moving towards more heart-centered, and that's our future. And so I really loved this lesson. When I read it this morning, I thought this will be perfect to share. It's lesson 62, and it says, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. So just saying that we are personally, each and every one of us, we are the light of the world. Our soul is the light. And when we recognize that, it makes a huge impact in how we perceive ourselves and how we speak to ourselves. But it also says that, so the illusion of ourself and the world are one. So how we, that negative self-talk that we have, if we can change that into more of a positive, into more of knowing that we are love, then how we see the world actually changes at the same time. And I've noticed that for myself. It goes on to say that when we remember that in every attack, you call upon your own weakness. So if I attack myself, then I'll see the world as not safe and threatening. And when I attack the world, when I judge the world as being bad and wrong, then that actually weakens me. So it's a loop. If I don't think very highly of myself, I don't see the world very highly. And by judging the world that I see, it actually comes back and impacts me. So it's a double whammy. And then it says, while each time you forgive, you call upon the strength of the Christ in you. So if I start being more loving towards myself, I see a loving world. But even if I do see something that really triggers me or really I don't see as right, if I can forgive it, to allow it to be as it is without judging it or condemning it, then what happens is that forgiveness unravels something inside of me that I can forgive within myself and let it go. So that's a long-winded responds to say that the more that I forgive, the forgiveness is forgiving myself. And it's actually clearing all of these beliefs that we have, hurts, triggers, things that we're holding on to inside of us. The more that we can forgive the outer world, it reflects back into forgiving ourselves. And the more that we can forgive ourselves, the more that we can release these burdens and our light can shine more brightly. So it's actually removing the shadows. Forgiveness is removing the shadows to our light. So isn't that beautiful? I love, love, love this course. And I actually have a study group that we meet, where we meet every other week, and it's so profound, the depth and the transformation, and the result of doing this is truly an experience of more joy and love in my life anyhow, and others have shared the same. So I thought I'd share that with you today because it is a very powerful lesson in forgiveness. The more that we forgive, what we see in the outer world comes back to us, and it allows us to release something that's inside of us that we've been hanging on to. And so the more that we forgive, the more light that we are and can bring to the world. Anyways, I thought this was beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And so let's practice forgiveness, because it's a way of detoxifying that emotional energy that is trapped within us. So it's part of detoxification, and it will affect the body in positive ways, as well as the mind and the heart. So if you're liking what you're hearing, then subscribe for more. I will see you again tomorrow for day 11.